I will speak only in the context of BPCL and BPCL privatization. The first attention I would like to draw of everyone present who are here is कि when in 1976 the BPCL came into being, earlier it was Burma Shell. What was the reason for that? The reason that many of our distributors and the people over here will agree to that, and they have conquered and they have supported. During in 1971 war, the these private companies did not support the government for supply of this fuel. So that is the reason. That was the main reason why these companies were privatized in 1970. BPCL and HPCL were privatized. So now, in a today's context, whether the scenario has changed now, why the government is thinking of privatizing this very important national resources, very strategic resources. Now there is no threat to our country from the neighboring countries, which was there in 1971 or 1962. I think it is much more than that. So the decision of a government for going strategic disinvestment or selling of the strategically important companies like oil sectors to the private is against the national interest, and it's against the public interest. Now, I will just speak about the era of 1991. First time, before 1991, all public sector were not corporatized. They were the public sector operating on their own, and they were having their own way of resources generation. First time in 1991, the government at that time has done a corporatization, and from that time onward, the first policy of the government in 1991 was to bring in the resources from the public. It should be corporatized. The public sector should get additional money from the public, and there should be a participation from the people. So from 1991 onward, the process of this corporatization started, wherein the BPCL is not an exception. The BPCL share came, I think, first time in 1992. Now, when this process was started, it was categorically stated that the industries of national importance, industries of strategic importance, which were divided into 7 categories, were not to be privatized. If you see the 1919 industrial policy, it clearly mentioned of that. Now, at that time, these decisions were taken with the concurrence of a parliament. It was discussed in the parliament, it was debated, what is in the nation, in the interest of the nation, those decisions were taken. And among those 7 categories of industry, oil sector is one of them, banking is one of them, nuclear sector is one of them, and like that. So after that, in 2007, all those decisions started reversing back. In 2007, almost all industries are up for sale. Now, Mr. Aji has just explained to the group regarding what happened in 2003 when the privatization of BPCL and HPCL was on the block, and it could not be done because of the intervention from the Supreme Court. Now we have to analyze the decision of privatization of the oil sector in a present context. If you see the participation of private oil companies vis-a-vis the public sector oil companies in India, then you all will come to know who has contributed for the nation building. From last 10 years or so, it is free for private sector to come up with their own petrol pump, own distribution network, own depots, everything, own infrastructure. But then why they are not coming up? Why they are not developing the infrastructure by spending the money? Because it's a laborious job. It's a very tedious activity. It requires a lot of resources, and they don't want to invest the resources in this particular activity, and that is why conveniently they have avoided the investment of investment in the distribution network of the petroleum sector in this country. Now, this is very evident from the data. I am not speaking out of my head. I am speaking from the data point of view. If you see the number of petrol pump which has come in the private sector and number of petrol pump which has come in the public sector, why public sector has come up with so many petrol pumps? There was no such restriction to the private sector. Private sector can go with any plan. They have the hold in the government. They can set up petrol pump distribution network anywhere in India. Why it is not happening? Now, if you see the the oil sectors are not just distributing the energy to this country, but they are distributing the social capital to these countries also. When any resources are getting created like petrol pumps or gas distributorship, anything that is getting distributed equally among all social strata of the people. Like there is a reservation in that the people who are from OBC, SC, ST categories, they have given an opportunity to set up their own petrol pumps, which is not happening in private sector. So this is the biggest thing that is happening in this country. How these resources are getting distributed evenly and equally among the whole population of this country. And this message is not properly going to the people of this country. That is where somehow we all are lagging behind. Then coming back to the most important thing which has happened in the recent past is a distribution of 8 crore connections under Ujjwala scheme. Who has spent for that? 8 crore. 8 crore means only BPCL has spent more than 12,500 crore for this activity. Any private sector company is going to do that? I don't think. They will never spend. The private sector companies are here to make a profit. And they are not going to give anything free of cost. What has happened during the lockdown period? Three free cylinders to the Ujjwala people. And that is when the company is going to get the money back, nobody knows. Any private sector company is going to do that? I don't think, and I don't expect it to happen also in this country. So now we have actually standing in a crossroad where where certain efforts needs to be put up from as a joint forum is the media or the other vested interests, they are propagating wrong messages about the public sector in media. And those messages are like they are not taking care of the national assets properly. They are incurring losses. They are inefficient and they are not providing proper service. All those wrong messages are going in public media, and it is creating the public opinion which is going to a larger extent against the public sector. So this is the major challenge for all of us, to revert it. How to revert it? Let us form a strategy, because we are doing a great nation service, and it must go to the last person in this country to know, yes, because of the public sector, we have come to this level. The message should go to the people saying that the petrol pump which is there at the remotest corner of this country is of public sector, not private sector. Private sectors have come only at a place where there is a huge profit. So these messages should go. Now coming specific to the BPCL privatization part, government is going very fast on that. And if you see the total physical assets of the company, it is in the range, it is around 9.75 lakhs crore by rough estimate. To just say one thing, the BPCL brand value itself is 22,500 crore as on today, only brand value. And what Mr. Aji said is 32,000 is the cash reserve. And if you multiply 5,000 crore per million metric ton, so that is 1.5 lakhs crore only of refining capacity. So this is all logical calculation. If we do, the valuation of the BPCL comes around 9.75 lakhs. Now, if we all know what is the message going on in the media, what is being shown on the channels is hardly anything of that. So we can easily say that it is a loot of national assets if the company is being sold at such a cheaper price. So the decision to privatize BPCL is definitely, if by all analysis, it is against the nation, it is against the people interest, it is against the national security. Actually, that's all from my point. If anything comes up, I will again add it further. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.